The location versus the shot. How did they get the plane to stand still for the picture? What airlines think humans look like? There's a furry dispatching this plane. Oh whoa, what's this? Notices your delay. I'm never flying with Spirit Airlines again. What is going on? Man shaves 1.7 seconds off 2-hour flight by standing up as soon as plane lands. When it's your first time flying and you look out the window. I was your pilot. You are not wearing the parachute. It's my bag. 54 minutes early. My new domestic record. There's a pilot speedrunning community. Long exposure of a plane taking off. Nah son, that's Rainbow Road. Wow. Get me off this plane. Yas queen. Plane caught on fire. Evacuate. First, let me take a selfie. The new hot trend in cyberbullying. Crashing your plane into someone's house in Microsoft Simulator and sending them a pic. I am a strong, independent missile. I don't need no plane in my life. Don't mind me. Just high up in the clouds minding my business. Can you guess where I'm going? What was the seat number and altitude? 23,000 feet. 17F. Morgan Freeman uninjured after private plane crash in Mississippi. He will die when he wants to. Nearly half of men think they can safely land a plane in an emergency, study finds, and the other half are cowards. Man, I messed up 2024 already. 2025 my year. One of the most epic stadium photos I've ever seen. The European mind cannot comprehend this. Back in 1955, a plane was needed to transport a 5 megabyte hard drive. I don't understand women. I thought opening a door for a lady was the polite thing to do, but she just screamed and flew out of the plane. Man on our plane is scrolling through the McDonald's app like it's Instagram. Okay, as soon as we took off, he started watching Not Safe for Work. No, pilots have good social skills. Pilots. Please do not tap on glass, it scares the pilots. See flight attendant for pilots feeding hours. In my defense, the flight attendant said, please familiarize yourself with all the safety features aboard the aircraft. Beauty of grounds in New Zealand. You can enjoy both the game and the beauty of nature. Everything is beautiful until the cricket ball hits the plane. Pilots before. I flew 20 hours in the middle of a storm with a wooden plane. Pilots now. Where is the autopilot button? Do not buy plane tickets on Shine. 80% of the world's population has never been on a plane. I think everyone should get off this plane until Spider-Man gets here. I remember when I was 9, I posted a giveaway on YouTube and I didn't know how to ship things, so I just told the dude the plane carrying it crashed. I had no reason to do this, bro. Oh, I think I will receive it next week. Okay, thanks. I just got a call. Oh, it said the package could not be shipped. The plane crashed. Of course I'm not an F-22. I wouldn't have hands or a brain and I wouldn't be able to type this. The radar technician watching as the Boeing plane goes through mitosis and poops out 7 new fighters. Our pilot was just like, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you realize you aren't on a normal flight. And his tone was all serious and everyone just paused and I started having a panic attack, thinking it was a terrorist attack or something, and he casually goes, we now have 100 calorie Oreo snack packs to offer to you. I can't feel my legs. People aim for 5 to 10,000 a month. They think that's money. Bruh, I wipe my butt with 5k. People never realize that a picture where you can see the wing of the plane lets everybody know you're sitting in economy. Everyone on the plane minding their own business. Babies. The F-15 is no match for this plane. I don't think anything is a match for this plane. Aerodynamics has left the chat. This. I'm sorry, it looks like your baggage is too heavy for this plane. You will have to remove some items and put them into your carry-on, which is going on the same plane. A Chinese man tries to board plane with pet turtle disguised as hamburger. Atheist until the plane starts falling. This dude was staring at me on the plane, trying to start stuff. Safety first. Bro, with Shuckle's defense stats, it would survive a plane crash. Man had no idea after TSA stops him from boarding plane with sword, hidden in cane. We actually hired a plane to write a G besides the X sign, but they just took it down. An Amazon tribe, still untouched by civilization, stare in wonder at plane flying above them. Leave them alone, don't bother them. And here you can see where we decided to put little pepperonis all over the plane so it would taste better. Another person in a jetpack has been reportedly flying at 6,000 feet. It's CJ. San Andreas was sick. For my friendship, this little kid bet me that he could land this plane in GTA here. I am now Xbox friends with a 10-year-old. The start of investigation for time travel. A plane that disappeared in the Bermuda Triangle in 1945 lands in Florida. Crew members remember nothing. My ex would not pay $35 to Uber to me. The boy I've been talking to paid over $800 for a plane ticket to see me for 3 days. Moral of the story, know your worth. You'll get your worth. The grass is in fact greener on the other side. The guy talking to you paid to smash you. The guy who was smashing you earlier already knew it wasn't worth $35. Doesn't matter where you're sitting on the plane. If this happens, you're in first class. I'd get with the plane to be honest. No fly list speedrun. Wouldn't Wouldn't you want a big, strong bow into... No. Get me the hell off this plane. Fat phobia is crazy, because why are people arguing against having bigger seats on aeroplanes? That benefits everyone. Having bigger seats equals less people in the plane, equals higher prices and higher carbon emissions. Buy an extra seat or shut up. Not everything is about fat phobia. Guy lives next to airport. Painted this on roof to confuse passengers as they fly overhead. Bro thought he was on the Fortnite battle bus. Bro, who opened the door on the plane? I like to wait to board the plane, so the person seated next to me thinks they have an extra space, and then I come in right before the door closes and ruin their lives. I was flying over Toronto and my friend saw me. Hi Toronto, is that you? I hate people who clap when the plane lands. I hate when people clap when the movie ends. I hate people. Why are we screaming? Because we hate people. HMO2. None of those are a flying type. Flying over the streets I grew up on. Man kicked off plane for doing the deed in toilet with 2 female flight attendants. Okay. Good for you, man. Passenger with no flying experience lands plane in Florida after pilot becomes incoherent. Planet GJ1214b is a water planet nicknamed Waterworld. It has no land at all and the water is so deep it goes down for miles all the way to the planet's core. Looks like my plane's arrived. A big virgin. Out of my way! Throwback to when an octagon-sized plane crashed in the middle of Conor vs. Khabib. These thumbnails get more ridiculous with each day. Mum shares colorful travel hack to keep toddlers quiet on flights. Someone literally died on my flight today, so we made an emergency landing and everyone missed their connections. The guy behind me was complaining, saying, "How is it an emergency if they're already dead?" And I would just like to say that you, sir, are the devil. But is he wrong? The person isn't going to get any deader. On today's episode of What in the Church uses crop duster plane to spray holy water upon Louisiana faithful. You don't know the definition of anxiety until you look out of a plane window and see this. I knew this app was toxic when someone posted their plane ticket and someone called and cancelled their flight. Plane crew when you forget to turn airplane mode on. How did this man go from thinking mayonnaise is an instrument to knowing how to fly a plane? Ask the bakery to deliver a plain cake, and to whichever genius who decided to name the new strain Delta, screw you. Welcome to the suck. No sign has ever encapsulated my life more than this one woman is wearing. Please wake me up for snacks and drinks. Thank you. The propeller is just a big fan in front of the plane, used to keep the pilot cool. When it stops, you can actually watch the pilot start sweating. This lady can bring her pet parrot on the plane, but my suitcase can't be 1 pound overweight. It's a parrot. Rough neighborhood. Don't leave your plane unattended. Today I saw 2 jumbo jets cracking a joke. Yo, Elon just revealed a new plane design. Who left their Wii remote strap in the plane? No plane has leather seats. This is a car. A plane takes 12 hours to fly from Dallas to LA. Update. The pilot who threatened to crash plane into Mississippi's Walmart has landed in a field. Suspect identified and arrested. Breaking. Large military plane carrying 38 people disappears from radar in southern Chile. Ah shit. Here we go again. Oh my god. Bae caught me sleeping before the plane. I hate when she does that. For certain, most turtles cannot legally buy plane tickets to Argentina. This is what Tokyo, the largest city on earth, looks like from a plane. What a terrible plane crash. Good thing the local citizens are coming to help. They made this look like you all died in a plane crash, bro. Yeah, I think this is quarantine year graduation. Skydiving instructor. We're not letting you jump out of this plane without a parachute. Me, wearing a hat with a little propeller on top. Just trust me. I saw a whale from a plane and the photo is bad. I don't care. The fact that it's so tiny compared to the ocean. Just told every kid in the plane that they're riding a battle bus and they all jumped out. Sadly, their gliders didn't open up. Now that's a victory royale. He's just getting back to time. No chance. Is the guy next to me eating a full rack of ribs plus sides on this plane? Get the hell out. Fast and Furious. A flying car just completed a 35-minute test flight between cities. My face during a plane crash so my wife doesn't get the ick. I'll make my money back, but I will never be in my 20s spinning around on top of a plane. You know Batman is the leader when he makes the League get in his plane, even though they can all fly. And he even makes them wear seatbelts, even when some of them are more resistant than the plane. The first man to fly a plane and the first man on the moon were alive at the same time. Some baby on this plane is singing the ABCs all out of order, and a guy just shouted, "Yes girl, a remix." This dude next to me on the plane just absolutely raw dogged this entire flight. He got on a 10-hour flight to Europe in jeans, no headphones, no book, no neck pillow. Literally just a paper cup of coffee without a lid. Like, sir, are you okay? Almost 60 years later, and the SR-71 Blackbird is still the coolest plane ever, always in my mind. Whatever happened to that plane that just disappeared disappeared. Like, all them people vanished into thin air. Like, something fishy going on, and it's not just you. What? My best friend lives a plane ride away, and I hate planes. I'd still fly 1 trillion hours to see her though. My friend lives down the street, and I haven't seen them in months. Y'all think birds get lost? Imagine just flying, looking down midair. Like, bruh, this is not Brooklyn. They will be flying over the ocean and thinking, damn, this lake is long. This professor graded tests next to me the whole flight. If there's a Taiwan Jones at Howard, boy, you failed the f out of your midterm. Red Bull was founded in 1984. Planes in 1983. Well played, Google. Google Air. Spirit Airlines and Waffle House got the exact same color scheme, and they both host UFC fights. Coincidence? I don't think so. Stay woke. My first day as a pilot. Air traffic control. Flight 417, please confirm your location. Over. Me. This is Flight 417. We are in the sky. Over. Screw the club. Some of the finest women be at the airport waiting for their Spirit flight to Miami. I would still rather walk into a wood chipper than a Spirit's airline flight. What is Spirit Airlines like? Because in UK we don't have them. How ugly should we make the stealth plane? Yes. If my future house doesn't have an entrance like that, I don't want it. A student's flight bag versus an instructor's bag. When you see an A350 lining up behind, do not lowball me. I will just ignore your messages. 3K or best offer. I may come down a bit, but please no lowball offers. Slightly used, passed fire inspection. This woman was so nervous about flying, so the flight attendant explained every sound and bump, and even sat there holding her hand when it got too much for her. This is real masculinity. Dad dies after saving his daughter's life by wrapping her in bear hug during plane crash. I think my favorite part of every flight is during takeoff when the pilot screams, "Bend to my will, metal skybird, and take us to the big blueness," and all the passengers chant, "Skybird," to convince the plane to take off. Nah bro, it's all safe. I want to start paragliding, but I'd probably fuck up and die. That moment when both pilots on your flight are incapacitated and you've got 800 hours in Flight Simulator X. This was seen flying over Stockholm in Sweden tonight. My oil pressure gauge staring back. Me, staring at the low pressure in the rental box. The girl on Instagram posted her flight ticket, and I called and cancelled her flight. Bro, that's so mean. Why did you do that? Why would you post your ticket's picture? This drunk guy on the plane keeps asking me to steal the Declaration of Independence with him. Holy hell, mom. Captain America, plane crash scene. I hope someone builds a time machine for Steve to go back and dance with Peggy. I'm crying now. The Concorde aeroplane flew so fast, if you left London in the evening flying west towards New York, to the passengers in the plane, the sun would actually appear to begin rising again shortly after reaching cruising speed. The plane flew faster than the Earth's rotation. Looks like the guy next to me on the plane is a manspreader in recovery. I have never seen a well-mannered man on a plane. Enjoy. Does anyone else get this sensory texture feeling on their tongue when they look at the plane wings in the hangar? Like I really want to taste them and bite down really hard. Least schizo war thunder redditor.